So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Looking into the snowflakes, and he muffs it. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
15-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Back to the air, Rosen after the pick six. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
Rosen's pass complete to
C.J. Ham,
Touchdown,
85 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll look to throw here on first down. This complete to the former Longhorn Marcus Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
With Jones on first down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. Second down coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They go play action. It's Rosen. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
A 5-yard gain on the play. first
Play action here with Rosen, letting one go deep for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Second and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Play action, Rosen. Flushed out right. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's now 3rd down.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10, Bears 7.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progression, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Open here, Adam Thielen. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
Rosen to throw again. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second.
Again, it's Rosen.
At their 40.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line.
Complete.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts.
A gain of 21.
That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Here's Jones. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Number 33.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line.
They'll run it with Jones. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. He will push his way down to about the 14. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Here's the option. He gives it up. And he's brought down. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Brought him down. 1st and goal, Minnesota.
Trying the power game with Ham. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Touchdown. C.J. Ham with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10.
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken right around the 44. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Rosen on 1st and 10. Allen has it left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Now Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Number 33.
Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Touchdown, Minnesota. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
At their own.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The all-pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. He finds an opening past the 40. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Rosen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now a timeout taken.
18 on the play.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Mike, 55, right there in the middle. Riggs. He tighten up. Let's go. He tighten up.
They'll look to throw here. And he completes it to Hunt. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
55. Watch the run. Watch the run. 55 is my guy. 55.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. The 20. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
45. Mike, 45. Let's go, team.
They'll set up to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Bears cut into that lead.
The extra point.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Hauschka to send this one away following the score. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Off the play fake. Here's Rosen. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Hughes. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been 2 ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
That's good.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
It's a
3 yards the gain there, second down.
And 7 at the Vikings' 26-yard line.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but now it'll be third down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Anthony Harris. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Aaron Jones.
There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A 3-yard gain on the
That
play.
might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here's Britton Colquitt now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
Here's Hunt. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Kareem Hunt, the ball carrier.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Check. Lucky. Check 99. Check 99. On 3. 19 tight. On 3. Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
2nd and 4. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
2-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Rosen, and that's complete to the right side. It's Allen, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run on first down. It's Patterson. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try to finish off the game.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now Rosen on first down. Well, it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. They go play action. It's Rosen. Airing it out deep for Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. Herb Smith Jr., his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
For 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Check your heart rate.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
35-yard line.
This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 22 yards there, a first down.
For the Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw here. Looking deep for Hilton. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears get a bit closer. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
from the 6. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running, but couldn't free much space. It was Anthony Averett who got him down.
A gain of a yard.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a third down.
Brought down.
2 minutes. It's left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
And it's third down.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd and 1, Rosen looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
They'll try and run the option.
They'll go with Jones. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Touchdown. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field, so that one will be accepted. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
The ball carrier.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And some secondary help here for the defense of the nickel on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Rosen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
56 the mark. 56 is the mark.
Oh, Rosen's going to throw it. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now it's Rosen. Smith catches left side. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Rosen to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Here's Rosen. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 13, but he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it